If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
All right, so if you're watching this or listening to this podcast, then welcome. And there's a good chance that you and I probably agree aliens are real. And not only are they real, but they're already here. There's probably more than one kind, and they're probably from more than one place. And place might not even mean what we traditionally think it means. It could mean a parallel timeline or an alternate dimension.
There are realities that are just as powerful, just as real as this one. Other cultures have known this besides ours.
Almost a spiritual dimension.
Well, or at least something, as the abductees put it, another realm beyond the veil, they say, which is now entering into our world. So we really have no category in our culture. We're opening to it now for something that comes from some other dimension but manifests physically in our world.
Fact number one. We do not know with any certainty exactly what these entities may be. Extraterrestrial, interdimensional, terrestrial in origin, some combination of all of the above, something we have yet to even dream of. I'm going to use the term alien merely for convenience, and I am not implying that I believe they are from another planet.
This conversation gets weird fast, and it's been polluted by misinformation and disinformation for decades. And it's hard to know where we depart from established fact to well-researched information into fan fiction, which is why I started this channel. I'm assuming that there's going to come a moment in the very near future where disclosure happens. That is, an event takes place that forces us to reckon with the fact that we are no longer at the top of the food chain. And I know that people like to think that we can take it. But just understand, there's no precedent for anything like this in human history. There's no guarantee that this all just works out. And I'm trying to take the conversation about UFOs and UAPs into a different direction, away from are they real to, okay, it's real. Now let's have some real talk. How will we conduct ourselves as a planet, as a species, individually? How will this affect our lives? And if you're going to have real talk about aliens, you have to have honest discussion about who these beings are and what they do when they show up here.
I'm going to read from the Introductory Space Science, Volume 2, Department of Physics, United States Air Force. This is Chapter 13, Unidentified Flying Objects. Now, this is what the Air Force has the students at the Air Force Academy read. And it says, the most commonly described alien is about 3.5 feet tall, has a round head, arms reaching to or below his knees, and is wearing a silvery spacesuit or coveralls.
The aliens are extraordinarily deceptive and operate in a covert manner.
In encounters, the human's perceptions are controlled, as are the human's conscious memories.
I was working with a woman once who was recalling an experience. She's on the technical inside a ship. There's a physical examination taking place. It's extremely painful, demeaning, and so forth. And she is not only enraged and furious, but she's scared to death and she's undergoing pain. And the head alien, as we know from these accounts, often happens, walks over, puts his hand across her forehead, and she said the pain disappeared. She felt waves of the most profound love she has ever felt in her life. She said she would sacrifice her own children for the love that she felt for this being.
There are thousands and thousands of documented cases of contact between humans and non-human intelligence. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. And to pretend that all of this is love and light and this is all going to be positive for us is a mistake.
I was a graduate student here at Stanford. I was in a used bookstore buying science fiction books, and I came across a book. There was two of them I came across. One was by John Mack and the other was by Whitley Strieber. And I remember just seeing the cover and realizing that was the face that I had seen when I was a kid looking through the window or in the bedroom. All the skin on my body, like all the hair stood on end when I saw it, and I dropped the book. How does this guy know what I saw?
I remember feeling that the world was just not a safe place, that there was nowhere that was safe, that no matter where I went or what I did, that they could find me.
It is not written anywhere that superior technology equals superior morality. That's an idea that has taken root in this community. And I think it's important to explore the other side of it. And just know, I'm not saying any one group is right or wrong. I'm not supporting any one particular perspective here. And if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel. It's a heavy lift to build a channel like this from scratch. And this is a super niche subject. And I think I'm taking a very niche position inside this niche subject. So if you like what I do, you can really help me out by subscribing to the channel and showing your support. Thanks.